Hi, today I'm going to teach you how to save files from an Ionic app using Capacitor. What you need is the Capacitor file system plugin. You can install it using npm file system. Also, you're going to need to execute Ionic App sync. It takes some time because it has to build the app again so it can synchronize. Very well, now that the app is synchronized, we can create a file service. In this case, I'm using Angular, so I create a file.service.ts file. So we're just gonna create a simple Angular service. Alright, now that we have a service, we're gonna create a function, a method. And now we're gonna import the file system plugin. And we add the import, and now we write file. It takes a dictionary of options, like a path, the place you're gonna save the file. It requires another parameter, which is data. There are some parameters you can use to customize this function, like the directory. And in this case, I use directory.data. There is this other directory, which is documents, but I don't recommend you to use it. It only works in old versions of Android. You just want to save it, to save data to some file, some user data. You can use this directory. Another thing you can do with the parameters is add cursor. This means that if the text files folder doesn't exist, it will create it. Because if this is false, this function will throw an error if this folder doesn't exist. So if you want to make sure the folder gets created or used, then use recursive. Now, how do you get data from a file? Let's write another method, getText file, and we'll make it asynchronous because we're gonna use promises. And then you can return file.data, which is a string or a blob. And that's all you need to know to save files. If you want to know more about this file system plugin, you can read the Capacitor documentation about this. Also, the shared plugin documentation is also there. If you want to save a file that the user can access, you can do it that way.